Cool. What up, guys? Welcome back to NDL Weekly. Got a little Monday Night Football going on. You have anyone playing tonight that you're hoping comes alive or wants or twist an ankle?
I need Aaron Rodgers to score 60. Devonta Adams to score 41.
Oh, you have this charted out.
And I have DeAndre Swift that needs 19.
So DeAndre Swift. So is this an NDL league?
The Aaron Rodgers one is.
Well, if it's an NDL league with the quarterback, he could get 61. He probably won't. But I've seen. You know what? I don't know if I've seen a quarterback get in the 60s, but they get up there in the 50s. That's for sure. I've seen that a bunch.
Like Kyler Murray does that on a consistent basis.
I have this other big money home league. It's a redraft league, and sweet God, I hate redraft. And I've been needing Adams to go out of his mind and Tunyon, and they both did really well on this drive. Now I'm only 9 points down when I was like 40-something points down. Full PPR, which was nice. But do you have like a ride or die type running back, wide receiver, tight end? Who you just like plant your flag? I'll start. You don't need to play, but for tight end, dang, I really think Tunyon is going to be, if he's top 5 at the end of the year, I wouldn't be surprised. Like, I'm expecting him to be top 5, but I'm also expecting Aaron Rodgers to be maybe not last year, but great.
Mm-hmm.
But Tunyon is one of my flag planners.
I don't really have like one. Maybe this is going to sound bad because he's not very great, but Mike Davis,
mm-hmm.
I have him in a bunch of leagues. I know he's not super great, but he's cheap. He's $1 in every league I have him in pretty much. So
I know, bro. He did spike in NDL, right? Because he top X'd, or he was a holdout. So he got into the top X, I believe, right? Didn't Mike Davis?
Which one's that? NFL?
Shoot, I think he was a holdout in all of them.
I have him for $1 in GA.
Oh wow. I don't know how that happened. That's great.
I'm not one to argue.
But, dude, no kidding. I think that was a mistake. But I think I've seen him for like $50 or something crazy, but maybe, who knows? But Tunyon, Mike Davis, do you like going 0 RB or hero RB or anything?
I would rather have someone that I could trust, like a Nick Chubb, Derrick Henry. I'm not as big into wide receivers. I mean, I like wide receivers, but I would rather have a better running back than wide receiver.
Yeah, all things created equal, I would rather have that workhorse running back. But they just burn me so many times, and I go, I grab a couple great running backs, and they Dobbins me, or dude, I have a league where I have Akers, Dobbins, and ETN. And I built that league for 3 years.
So you're going to be building for another year.
Bro. So then I'm like, do I spend, like, I have CeeDee Lamb, Dak, Sutton, Juju, Justin Jefferson. So do I like sell one of those or just go for it again? But I haven't done anything. I'm trying to find, I got an offer out right now, ETN in a second for Zeke. I countered his Zeke in a 23 first. No, 23 first and ETN for Zeke, but I'm not trying to get too crazy. Can you imagine losing Akers, Dobbins, and ETN
all within like a week or two?
Bro, so brutal. But right on, man. Thanks for jumping on. Sure appreciate it. So check it out. Before we get into like today's content, I'll tell you a bit about the show starting next week. So I wanted to say this at the front end. So what we'll do, we're going to finish up what we're doing here. I'm going to get into GA today. You're going to get into JB. and we'll break down our winners in a stinker and a wild card. But then next week, what I'm looking at is it's going to be you, me. Actually, I think we're going to have Pickle on in place because you're going to be on vacation, paid leave. You, me, Adrian, and Jason K. So we're all going to be like a guru or an ambassador or a spokesperson for a league. So I'm going to grab a league. You guys are going to grab a league, and we're going to just know all things that league. So we'll break down things like a close matchup going on with Monday's action on the line, a blowout or blowout matchups that surprised us, close games going on, maybe a couple players that are those close games are contingent of based on, you know, that Monday night game, trades during the previous weeks, spicy waiver wire pickups, and then maybe a matchup of the week coming up. You know, could be a number of reasons why that matchup could be important. 2-1 seeds or something, or a blowout that's going to knock someone out of contention, something like that. So, but for right now, let's dig into these leagues. What we are going to do, obviously, you know, we got our podcast for fantasy football and things like that. This is all things NDL. We're going to get into this one. Do you have to work tonight?
I do.
We're going to let you go to work. I really wanted to get into this because the fun part about this show, bro, is I really want to kind of make some predictions here and there, you know, just along the way, not purposefully, just along the way when we see like someone to plant our flag on, you know, for the end of season or what we think they'll be next year. And then I'm going to write the things down or bets that we have, and kind of circle back to it. Remember back in October when we thought this, it would be fun to kind of on the show going forward, play some bets here and there. Doesn't have to be monetary, could be something stupid. You know, do a show with your underwear on your head or soaking wet, or, you know, something silly, or with like a lollipop in your mouth the whole show, something to piss off all the listeners, you know. But for right now, let's get into GA. I'll start with GA. You're going to get into JB. GA is a 16-team league, full PPR, start 8 only. So it's tough. These depth is tricky with these. It could drive you nuts trying to pick who to start each week, or you cash in your depth for studs. But then if you hit the skids with your stud, he gets injured, you're kind of boned anyway. So picking 8 is tricky. We do not have DST or kickers, while NDL and 32 have DST. So you can pick, it's 1 QB, 1 to 4 running backs. So it broadens out, much more generous than NFL and 32. 2 to 5 wide receivers, 1 to 4 tight ends. So much more broad. You don't have to get myopic with your positions. I like that it's only 2 wide receivers. I like that it's only 1 running back. I like that it's more than 1 tight end you can play, or up to as many as you want. Oh, up to 4, which doubt you'll ever start more than 4. I will start with the AFC North. You got that going on. So AFC North, Jake's Ravens are pretty sexy, but his lack of even 1 solid running back, Woods is fine, takes him out of the running for me. It's got to be Ash's Browns taking this division. So we got Mahomes at quarterback. We got Dalvin and Singletary at running back. Keenan, T. Higgins. Is that Galloway? Did I spell his name weird? Callaway. I even like Donovan Peoples-Jones. He was kind of coming on during the preseason, but then kind of disappeared. And what's his name? Schwartzger?
Schwartz? Is it Schwartz?
Schwartz?
I think so.
Schwartz is doing a little something in the passing game.
A little something.
Yeah, a little something. And then Kelsey at tight end. So that's going to be hard for me. what really separates his team
I'm a little hurt, but continue.
is this your division?
Yeah, it is.
Do you guys share the Ravens?
No, I am the Bengals.
So do you call them Bengals on purpose? Because you pronounce them Bengals because they're an actual animal.
It's because I'm from Georgia.
Oh, I do love my Georgians, bro. God dang, I love Georgia. Yes, yeah. There was this division's gonna be a solid division. I didn't really care for Sam Darnold Fitzpatrick deal. You don't have anyone on taxi. I do like Curtis Samuel. He's on IR, but I'll tell you why I like Ash's Browns so much. What separates him is his trade pieces or potential trade pieces. He's got Akers on IR. He's got Zach Wilson, Ryan Edwards, and Elijah Moore on taxi. For a 16-team league to have this kind of depth and those trade pieces ready to go, Zach Wilson, he could trade, at any time. Probably wait till after it's not a 4 interception game.
I was just supposed to say that.
Bro. Yeah, what happened in that game? Any idea? Did you see the highlights?
I don't know. He was 0 for 2 with 2 picks in his first two passes. So I don't know what happened.
How's their offensive line?
It's bad, I guess. But I think their rookie left tackle got hurt, and he's one of their better line.
Yeah. So I very much like Zach Wilson, even after Romo hyped him up and after he was gaining traction. I like what he was doing. I like his attitude. I think he's confident. So he's got great trade pieces. I will take Ash's Browns to take the AFC North. We're going to see how well these season after the year. I'm going to save all of these. Okay. So AFC South, if you can scroll down, Mike Ramos's Jags and Andy's Titans both look solid, but I'll give the edge to Mike. His Jags have Kirk and Teddy at quarterback. Don't love it, but it's serviceable this year. And actually, both of those quarterbacks have been playing quite well. Nick Chubb and Gibson at running back. And in full PPR, you got to love these wide receivers. Ayuk, AJ Brown, Chark, Godwin, Chenault. Full PPR, I mean, this is sexy. 2 great running backs, 4 great or 5 potentially solid wide receivers. And then he's got Andrews. And like I said, I love Tunyon. But I got a question for you, Ayuk. What's your temperature pre-NFL start of the season? And then right now, how did you feel were you super high on Ayuk?
Yeah, I was looking for him probably middle rounds every single draft I was in because I thought him and Debo both were going to be good. Both Debo's kind of injury prone, so that even put Ayuk a little higher. But obviously, they don't want to give it to him, so I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I am not on him at all now.
Yeah, it's really tough not being able to start him when we had to trade for him and spend up to get him, or take him in the 5th or 6th round of startups. Even redraft. I'm not really sure where he went in redraft, but I imagine he went somewhere around there. I know we keep hearing like Pettis correlation, but that would be terrifying. But he is so good. He's better than Pettis was, and we were high on Pettis. We weren't as high as we were on Ayuk, but let's hope the best for him. Chark, he's coming alive. I'm really liking what they're doing with Chark. Chenault, hopefully he's not hurt, but he's a PPR guy. But he seems to have taken a back seat to Chark. So either way, he's got the Jags wide receiver room, which who doesn't want that room? So AFC East, both Joe and his Jets and Renee and her Bills, they do have nice squads. You can scroll down. I'm going to give the nod to Joe as much as that kills me. His Jets have Stafford at quarterback, but no one behind him. Edmonds, Gaskins, Derrick Henry. Sweet God, did Derrick Henry go nuts this week? That was fun.
Lost me in JB because of him.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, and he did like nothing the first half. I was getting nervous. Dude, remember him a couple years ago? I was sitting him. I got him off waivers. Someone dropped him after the draft.
He is one of my favorite college players of all time. And then I'm a Tennessee. I like Tennessee as well. They're my second favorite team. So he's sitting on the bench for like 3 years, and it was incredibly frustrating. And now look at him,
Bro. I don't know if his body knows how to get hurt. I think he's made
I feel
of
like
something different.
his muscles have muscles. It's insane.
Like he's T2, just straight Schwarzenegger. I love watching him, bro. He is so fun to just beast down the field. And he's fast.
He looks slow, but he's fast.
He's not supposed to be that fast. He's outrunning some, now mostly the linebackers, but some of these corners are dying to keep up with him. Now they might have been coming from the right side of the field and he was running on the left, but
and scared to get
still,
stiff arm.
Bro. I love some of those shots that they'll have when they take those still shots and the person is parallel and his arm is extended. He's fun, bro. So he's got so Joe has Stafford at quarterback. Can you scroll down?
Yep.
So they could see just thanks. Edmonds, Gaskins, Henry. What edged him out was his RB depth and then these wide receivers here. Adams, Jefferson, DK. That's three of the first 5 wide receivers, even in dynasty drafts right now, not to mention redrafts. And then Higbee at tight end. Don't love Higbee at tight end, but he does have Irv Smith on IR, who could be a nice trade piece. And then Pollard, bro.
That's
Pollard he did really well. His yards per run was nice. His usage was nice. Scored a touchdown. I thought he looked really good. I think they're paying Zeke too much money that he'll still be on there, but every team should be running RBBC, right? That's just what it should be right now. And if Pollard's going to be that 1B or even 1A some weeks, I think that's a solid flex. I don't think Joe's ever going to need to flex him, but I see Joe coming out victorious in the AFC East.
Aaron Jones has scored another pass touchdown.
Did he really?
Mm-hmm. It's his third run of the game.
Dude, that's wild. I traded Earl, ETN, a 22 first, 22 second, 22 third for Aaron Jones just the other day.
It's a good choice.
Pretty happy about it. Yeah, I know. First, was it a pass?
Yep.
Oh, wow. Bro, he's good. I always slept on him, and then he ran all over my teams, so many teams. So it was a pass. So it was Aaron Rodgers.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I'll see what he's at right now. He's creeping up there.
Dude, I of course, it says Aaron Jones came up limping. Oh, great. But see, they're always hurt, bro. I can't do it. I don't want to, but then you kind of have to. But Aaron Jones, he's a fun option because he just catches so many passes. Okay, so when you get done checking Aaron Rodgers, please do. I want to see what he's sitting at right now. Scroll up to the AFC West when you get a sec.
I'm there.
So this is a really tough division right here. Jim and the Broncos, couple nice pieces, pretty awful in general. Zach and the Chiefs, only CEH. You know how I feel about CEH. Good Lord.
And now Zach feels about CEH.
Yeah, bro, that was
he was so bad.
Oh my God. Dude, should we just spend the rest of the show talking about how the Raiders won and the Chiefs lost? Because that would be okay. Dude, that was a fun game, the Ravens and Chiefs.
Was.
That was exciting.
I'm just glad the Ravens finally got over the hump to beat them.
That was good. They did it convincingly. Mahomes stayed healthy. Hill was healthy. They shut Hill down. Kelsey got his. Yeah, he got his. But I loved watching Mahomes lose. I hate when he scores a touchdown, runs it in, and flexes. That makes me just want to run my head through the sliding glass door. But so Zach and the Chiefs, only CEH at running back, couple nice receivers, Poop at tight end. Thankfully, he has a nice taxi that he can utilize. But for me in this division, it's between Rizzo's Raiders, Tony's Chargers. I'm going to give the edge to Rizzo and his Raiders. So he only has Daniel Jones at quarterback, but he can sell Watson if he needs to for an upgraded position. Then he has Swift, JT, and Hines. I don't know how you feel about Hines, but he just got paid.
He's a PPR machine. They don't ever pay running backs in Indianapolis. I have some good Indianapolis fans. Like I'm going actually to a Tennessee Titans game next Sunday with them.
Dude, that's fun. Oh, is that what you're doing on vacation? That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm going to go there and then I'm going to go to the beach, but that's not important. And they talk about how they never, ever pay their running backs, and they paid Hines more than they normally pay anyone. So they like him.
Bro, and you know how old he is?
24. I was about to say 25.
Dude.
Pretty young, very young.
I am excited. I just spent a second on him. I think it'll be a late second. It's Adrian's second. He's got a really good team, but I spent a second for him in JB. So Swift, JT, and Hines. He's only got Amari and Fuller at wide receiver, but he can promote Rondell Moore when he needs to. And Rondell Moore, dude, he got targeted a bunch. He was efficient with it. Scored a touchdown on some type of broken play. Saw a highlight. That was pretty neat. Then he's got Henry and Hawkinson at tight end. Love Hawkinson, always has. It's really fun to watch him come alive. He's been doing really well this game and last week too. And he has Dobbins as a nice trade piece along the way. Those are the type of things you really got to do, is be ready to trade those players and not get married to them. Get ready to deploy them when they're on to a team that's rebuilding for the next year, but be patient, super patient. My wild card, I'm going to give my wild card to Renee and her Bills. Now, she only has Brady at quarterback, but he's obviously infinite. CMC and Hunt, who looked great against Kansas City, at running back. Nuke and Ridley should be a great tandem at wide receiver. And she has Beasley, who just keeps being keeps being a great floor play in PPR specifically. And she hit it big with AB on her roster for only $1. He didn't do much this week, but last week he shows us, what he can do and how he can be utilized. Jonnu rounding out her tight end position. Then I love that she has Bateman that she could use as a nice trade piece, or she gets him back midseason. I don't know how Bateman's going to fit in because Sammy Watkins looks good.
He does. He looks like an actual receiver, not just a speed threat.
Yeah. And Hollywood looks like a part of their offense, like he did at the end of the season last season. My stinker, Tim and his Colts. Oh, sweet God. Can you go to Tim's Colts? Where are we?
He doesn't even have a running back.
Tim's Colts. Oh God, look at this.
He doesn't have a starting running back.
Timothy, sweet Lord. Your quarterbacks are fine. Tannehill, he'll be fine. But Dylan, Kelly, Lindsey, Scott, White, Williams. I'm not even going to say their first name. They don't deserve it. They don't deserve first names. Then he's got Galladay. Okay. Jacoby Myers. James Washington. Sammy Watkins is he's actually got a kind of a misfit in that room that is doing all right. Then he's got Cameron Brate, Will Disley, and OJ Howard. Luckily, he has Kyle Pitts. He also has T.Y. Hilton. Now he does have Dwayne Eskridge on taxi. Don't care. He's also got a bunch of don't cares. And I think Tim, he's got his picks, thank Christ. But I really don't see, what he's going to do. He said, luckily he's got all of his picks, but I'm pretty sure he may have passed away. That's what I wrote. That's classy. And he just stupid. I said, but I'm pretty sure he may have passed away and he just has his team on auto renew and auto PayPal to Zach every January. Now, I'm pretty sure that's what it is. He doesn't really respond to much. He doesn't make trades. I don't see him really in waivers. Next.
Now, doesn't he own the Saints and JB?
I don't know the NFC in JB. I know everyone in my division, in my conference, in my leagues, but I'd be surprised if he took on JB unless he was.
I think it is him.
Feeling frisky. Is he active?
Check. He does. I mean, he has a very good team.
Does he?
Well,
what's his problem?
Yeah, Tim Robertson.
Here? I think he accidentally has a good team. That happens. All right, check it out.
His team's not that good, actually. Continue.
No, there you go. That makes so much more sense. NFC North. If you can scroll to the NFC North, thank you, love. This division looks to be a close one throughout the season. All have nice quarterbacks, and we know that's the most important piece in these leagues. Quick question. How do you feel about quarterbacks in these leagues? Now, I think it's Jake who still isn't as high on quarterbacks as I am and one should be in these leagues, but are you finally coming around to how important these, like a top tier quarterback is?
I mean, yeah, because he has every league is 6-point touchdowns, isn't it, or something nuts?
Bro,
every single league.
I think it's 8 points in JB, but that might be for every other position besides quarterback because it's Superflex. But yeah, 6 points. Also, it's point per completion, which that's the big kicker. Points per completion. So for my NFC North, my favorite to take the division is Nate's Bears, led by Matthew Stafford, who's playing really well, Chris Carson, Miles Sanders, and a couple of ancillary pieces like Fournette, David Johnson, Latavius at running back. How do you feel about Latavius or Tyson Williams if you were to pick one to ride with this year?
Full season, probably Latavius. Right now, Williams, just because he's getting the more carries. But I think once Latavius figures out the offense a little more, I don't even know. I probably wouldn't trust either one of them. Now they have Devontae Freeman coming. They have the other guy, I can't think of his name, from Kansas City, who just came over. Wow, the running back from Pittsburgh. They used to be Pittsburgh running back.
Oh.
What's his name? The good running back that used to be on Pittsburgh with Antonio Brown. Le'Veon Bell.
Oh my God, is Le'Veon Bell there? I totally forgot.
Yep.
Oh, good, sweet God. I think Latavius is going to be their goal line back. He probably should be. He's a big guy. But Tyson Williams looks to be very involved. A little more elusive probably, pass catcher probably. But I can't tell you which one. I think they'll both drive you crazy and probably both be a decent flex in some of these deeper dynasty leagues that we play in. A lot of these leagues, have big fat benches, but then also we'll start 10 and 11 players in super flex. So probably a decent flex, either one of them. So after his running backs, his wide receivers are AJ Brown, Amari Cooper, Marvin Jones, who looks really good right now. Marvin Jones, I'm going to start starting him. Jamison Crowder and Hamler. I don't know what Hamler's going to do.
I'm a big fan of Hamler. I like him a lot.
Yeah, but did we see him play much now that Sutton was on fire, or did you see highlights of that game? I did not.
I watched a little bit of it, but not enough to know everything about it. I mean, I saw Tim Patrick's touchdown. I was watching it when that happened. So I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, I like KJ Hamler, slippery guy, super quick. The thing with a player like him and a guy like Bridgewater passing it to him, they've got to really get their timing down, and it might take a full season. But once Judy's back, I think Hamler comes off the field before Tim Patrick, of course. So I do like Hamler as well. They got a good problem to have with all those receivers over there. And Bridgewater looks good.
He does.
He's doing what Bridgewater does and protects the ball. Game manager, checking it downfield sometimes. Sutton looked really good. And I mentioned some of these other lesser coveted names because depth is so important in the 16-team leagues, especially full PPR. Then Waller at tight end.
Aaron Jones has scored again.
Shut your mouth. Are you kidding?
It was a run this time, though, unfortunately.
So I need Adams. So where's Adams at? What is?
He has 7 catches for 106 yards.
Wait, he has what?
7 catches for 106 yards.
That's good. Let me check one of my big money leagues. I'm going to lose my mind, I'm sure. I was on, Waller. Oh my God. 110.13 to his 114.35.
Who do you have playing?
I have Tunyon and Adams.
Ooh, that's close.
I know, bro. What quarter are we in? Are we in the fourth quarter?
Yeah, there's still 12 and a half minutes left.
Oh my God. Diarrhea. Okay. Okay. So what really separates Nate is from the pack is his taxi. Zach Wilson, Michael Carter, Diami Brown, Fryermuth, Cole Kmet. Fire, bro. That's awesome. And I know mine's a little bit longer than yours, so let me cruise through these a little bit quicker. NFC South. I do love Nate's. Is that the Bears? Did I say Bears? Bears. Nate's Bears.
Yep.
Yeah, he's solid. NFC South. My favorite to win is pretty easily my Atlanta Falcons. I'm going to go ahead, spend about 45 minutes on this team.
Just bragging on this team.
So I'm a little nervous not having anyone behind Dak, but for now, it's a post-Dak injury problem. I have moves to make if something goes wonky, but I have Aaron Jones and Swift at running back. I have Ayuk, Terry McLaurin, DJ Moore, Allen Robertson at wide receiver, Kelsey, and a few other goodies at tight end. On my taxi, I have Trey Lance, AJ Dillon to back up Aaron Jones, and then Rashad Bateman, who I like. Do you like Rashad Bateman?
Yeah, I mean, I liked him in college, yes. So I don't know about Burrows because he's really shifty, small guy.
He is, dude. I really like him. I think he'll be solid. I don't know what's going to happen this year. I think the traction's gone to Sammy Watkins in Hollywood right now. Andrews isn't even getting fed, but I'm going to move on. I do like that team a lot. I'm pretty happy about my GA team. NFC East. This was the toughest decision, so I went with the best QB and tight end. Jason K's Eagles should put up a nice fight week to week, having Kyler Murray at quarterback, Mixon and CEH at running back. Wide receivers are Diggs, Cooper Kupp, Robbie Anderson. Good Lord, Cooper Kupp again, bro.
Killing
That
it.
is. And Mark Andrews rounding at his tight end position. Also on IR, he's got Curtis Samuel. Any weak starter, once he comes back, I'm sure he'll be fine in PPR. Then on taxi, Mac Jones, who can be a serviceable backup to Kyler or a nice trade piece. CEH, let me just get your temperature gauge on CEH. What are you thinking? Personally, would you draft him right now?
Nope.
Yeah, I know. Do you think he'll be in the NFL this season? He'll be fine. I think he'll be in the NFL next season. Do you think he's on a roster in 2 years?
I think he would do better on a different team that runs the ball, more of a power formation. He just doesn't fit with that offense. They need someone like Etienne, I feel like. That would
But
fit them
isn't he
more.
like an Etienne?
He's bigger. He's more like a bowling ball than he's a big dude. I mean, he's tall and not really big.
But Etienne and CH are both pass catchers, and they're not utilizing him as a
I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. He's not fitting in that offense.
Bro.
And he's a good running back. So I don't know. It's just mind-boggling.
He doesn't look like a good running back, but I'm really hoping I'm wrong, man. NFC West, couple goodies out of this division, but Braxton and the Niners are going to be tough to beat. He's got Brady at quarterback, JT, Damian Harris, and Sony at running back. Wide receivers are Devontae Adams, Justin Jefferson, Deontay Johnson, Julio Jones. Hey, Julio Jones, your boy.
Yeah, he looked good
this week.
About
yeah,
time.
Dude. He not only has Goddard, but he also has Donald Parham of the Chargers, who I really like, and then Pitts chilling on taxi on standby. Great team. Real quick on Pitts, and then I'm going to get into my wild card and my stinker. How are you feeling about Pitts' usage?
It was increased this week, and I felt like he did great with all his catches. So I'm liking what I'm seeing.
I love it. I don't mind his fifth round. I saw him going fourth in my home league with that guy as a Falcons fan. But fifth round draft cost, I think that's fine. You know, you're going to enjoy watching him and rooting for him. If he finishes as the tight end 8 and you got him as the tight end 4, I think it's fine. You're not going to get any value, but week to week, the tight ends are all over the place. So I really like what they're doing with Pitts right now. To get him this involved with this many targets as a rookie, I'm excited for you guys.
It's only a good sign for stuff to come.
Yeah. My wild card. So my wild card is going to come out of the NFC West, and it's Maji's. I'm going to call him Maji. He's told me how to pronounce it. I do not remember. I wasn't listening. And his Cardinals. Okay, at quarterback, he's got Patrick Mahomes and Darnold. Remember, this is my wild card. Patrick Mahomes and Darnold. Darnold. Hey, he's doing some good things away from Gase. So that's his backup. Then he's got Najee Harris and Hines. I don't know what to think about Najee, but I can't go into it right now because I'm taking all the time. His wide receivers, CeeDee Lamb, DK, Mike Williams, tight end. He's got Fant. Love the frick out of Fant. He's got Judy on IR. Here's his taxi. Justin Fields, Trey Sermon, Brian Edwards, Mims and Paris Campbell, who could be something in a year or 3. But I did like their talent anyway. Really solid team. My concern is how much he pays attention to the league in his roster. Doesn't trade much, and he doesn't communicate all that often. If he makes the right moves, he's got a contender. Big time contender that can make a run. Patrick Mahomes and CeeDee Lamb and Fant and Harris. A couple other pieces, really great. DK, Judy. I mean, this team can make a big fat run. Now my stinker. Kyle, what the mother F are you doing?
What team is he?
Carolina. What is happening with you, Kyle? I want you to focus. I want you to be better. I want you to realize how you are and be so much better than that. Okay, I tried to pay up for Calvin America is what I was going to call him. That's an outstanding name.
That is a wonderful name.
Dude, I tried to pay. I think I was going to give him ETN and something else. I can't remember, but he's $76. So he's got Kirk and Haskins. Don't worry, he's got Haskins backing up Kirk. Kirk's fine. Okay. Then he's got James Conner.
For $51.
$51 for Conner. So he's doing so obviously Kyle hates fantasy football. Okay. First of all, he hates it, and he hates his money. So then he's got Trinity Benson.
Never heard of
her. She strips down at the corner.
Oh.
Tyler Boyd. He has Dez Fitzpatrick on his active roster. Okay, Will Fuller, solid. AJ Green, kind of gross. Cortland Sutton, I like. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, okay. Sammy Watkins, okay. Harrison Bryant. Don't worry, he's got Kyle Rudolph. Kyle didn't even have the audacity. I was going to say he didn't even have the gumption to put Irv Smith on IR. He just has him on his current roster at $15. That means he doesn't care. I was going to say maybe we can only have 2 on IR, but he's got Jalen Hurd on IR, which no one cares about for $1. Then J.K. Dobbins, he never even promoted. And then Quintez Cephas, who probably could have helped him week 1, but he's decided to not care. So that's my stinker. Kyle, what the F? Be better. Be better. So much better than you are.
Be better.
I tell that to my daughters. Listen, you see how you were? Be so much better than that. Say, yes, Daddy. They're like little seals. Navy SEALs is what I'm raising. Cool, brother. That's my picks. Those are my picks. We'll circle back to those. I'm going to save those and see how right I was. So
I like it.
Right. That's how right I'm going to be. All right. Tell me. So did you do yours the same type of way as you did last week?
I did it your way. I liked your way better.
Oh, okay.
It's a little easier to simplify it, so I don't have to discuss every single team. And you can see what teams are good, what teams are bad. But I'll go ahead and start. So JB, as we know, is a little different. It's a 12-team league, 24-team league. 6 teams make the playoffs, so half the teams go to the playoffs. You start 1 quarterback, 1 to 4 running backs, 2 to 5 receivers, 1 to 4 tight ends, and you only select 8. So pretty small lineup for 12-team league. Superflex is Superflex, so quarterbacks get a crap ton more value in this league. I mean, a lot more. So, and that will be evident in my rankings. But we'll go ahead and get started. We'll start off with the AFC North.
Only 3 divisions in JB.
Correct. This one I went with the team that has the 2 best quarterbacks right now, and I chose the Steelers, Todd
Oh, wow.
Richardson.
Dude, Todd's a good player, bro. He's solid.
He has Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes in a super flex league.
My God. Help
Which
us
is
all.
it's nuts. He has Chris Connor, Carson.
Also Carson.
They're both right there.
Chris Connor is awesome, though.
He's got Melvin Gordon, which his running backs are a little shaky, but he has serviceable running backs. He has Jamar Chase, Brandon Cooks, who's been nuts, Tyreek Hill, we all know him, Deontay Johnson.
For $1.
For $1. I don't even know how it's possible. And I know you're not a fan of Higbee, but I like Higbee.
Yeah.
I know he had a bad week this week. He has Mostert and T.Y. Hilton and Jeffrey Wilson on his IR. And he has Daniel Jones on his taxi. So he has 3 very good quarterbacks, and he has Brian Edwards as well. Solid. So I'm pretty sure he's going to win this division. It's not going to be super hard. I don't think, even though some of these teams are decent, but
there's some goodies, but I mean, even some of the players that you didn't list are pretty solid. Melvin Gordon, he's going to be very serviceable. Elijah Mitchell, obviously we see that. I mean, he's got a solid team. Todd yells at me all the time for sending him trash offers, but I think they're amazing.
Naturally. Moving on to the AFC South. This one was kind of hard because there are 2 teams I really like in this one. They all have. I really like the Jaguars. However, Joe Burrow scares me right now. Even though he has Dak and Teddy, Teddy's been consistent, but I did actually end up choosing the Jaguars. Even though the quarterbacks kind of scare me. They have, even though he has Dak, who really, really sucked this week, really screwed me in a league.
Oh, me too.
But he also has Tyrod, who Davis Mills obviously is going to kill it now that Tyrod's hurt.
Oh, obviously.
He has Nick Chubb, Christian McCaffrey. I mean, you don't need any more running backs. You have 2 of the top 5 running backs in the league. He's got A.J. Brown, Chase Claypool, DK Metcalf, George Kittle, who's been struggling, but he's still good. He's got Dalton Schultz, who's been pretty good.
DJ Moore.
I just completely skipped over DJ Moore. So this team is just stacked. I really like this team.
Dude, he got hurt. Look at his team last year. Dak went down. CMC went down. That was brutal. I think he had one more that went down. I think he traded. Oh, George Kittle. Wasn't he out for several weeks?
Yes, he was.
Oh, bro. Yeah, he was devastated. Pretty early on, Dak went down, and then CMC, bro. Look at this team. That is sexy.
So it worked out well for him. I'm going to go ahead and give one of my wildcard teams. I'm going to give it to
Adrian.
The Texans. Yeah. I like his team with Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson. Winston's a good backup for a bye week. He's got Zeke, Henry, Mark Ingram's look good. Pollard looks good. So he has Pollard and Zeke. Is Robbie Anderson, who I like. I like Gabriel Davis, Will Fuller, Justin Jefferson, Marvin Jones, Zach Pascal, the 2 sleepers so far this year. Christian Kirk.
Yeah, I know.
He just has these young guys, these off the radar guys. They're going to kill it. It looks like
he got MVS for a 4th from Joe when Joe was just going to drop him. That ended up being a pretty decent pickup. And
then he has Goddard, which I like. Goddard. His taxi, he's got Michael Carter, Bateman, Terrence Marshall. He's got a good bench too. Good future.
He loves, the youngsters. He loves 2nd-round picks. That's one of his favorites.
So it was really hard to choose between these 2 teams. Even the Titans have a pretty good team, but it was definitely between these 2, and I gave the edge to the Jaguars, which I can see it going either way. But one of them will be the wild card. One of them will be win the division.
Yeah, I hear you.
And then here we go.
Renee.
The best team, I think, in all of fantasy football.
Yeah.
Kyler Murray, Jalen Hurts. I mean, Jalen Hurts is killing this year, and it makes me happy to say that to Jason K because he hates him.
I know. I know. I took so many risks trading for him towards the end of the season, and it's so far working out. But I traded him away in a few leagues too that I got value, but he's been doing well. It's fun to see.
Then she's got this is stupid. Dalvin Cook, Austin Eckler, Alvin Kamara.
Bro, I know. That's so nuts.
Antonio Brown, Amari Cooper, Tyler Lockett, Allen Robinson. I hate this.
Solid.
Rob Gronkowski for
Noah
$1.
Fant and Jared Cook.
Oh my word.
Lord help us all.
She only thing that can derail her is if one of these two quarterbacks get hurt. She has no other quarterbacks.
I know. I thought so too. But if Rob Gronkowski is going to keep catching multiple touchdowns a game or hit her 3, I mean, we only start 8.
Yep.
So she's got 3 top 6 running backs, 3 top 8 running backs. And Antonio Brown for $1 really makes you super flexible. Allen Robinson's kind of making me nervous. Tyler Lockett's destroying.
Amari Cooper is destroying if he stays healthy, and he's obviously hurt, but well,
yeah,
she's
solid squad.
She's gonna win that division, but there's 2. Is there 2 wild cards in this one, or 3? Because 6 people make the playoffs. Let me double check that. That doesn't seem right.
No, I think there's only 1, right? 3 a division winner, and then a wild card. So that's.
But I think it shows 6 on the thingy thing. I just looked at it before we started, but I could be wrong.
Then maybe 2 wild card, or but would that be 3?
Oh no, I must have been looking at GA.
So it's 3 the division winners and a wild card. So 4 from each league.
There's a play-in game. What the heck? Yeah, 4. So there's 5 teams that make the playoffs. It's a play-in game.
Well, it's only 4 teams because this is only 3 divisions. 3 divisions in JV.
So there's 2 teams that play in a play-in game, and then it goes to 4 teams. The other 3, the top 3 seeds are in, and then there's a play-in game for that 4th spot.
Okay, good.
So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and mention them. I like the LA Roy.
Yeah.
He's got Russell Wilson, Sam Darnold, Kirk Cousins,
solid.
Daryl Henderson, Joe Mixon, Clyde. This name keeps coming up. Mike Evans, Devontae Smith. What a steal that was. Juju.
T. Higgins.
I mean, his tight ends aren't super great, but I like Ferkser, even though he looks like he's hurt. So I don't know what happened to him. And I watched that game.
But Njoku's been doing all right, or he did this first game anyhow.
And then
I was punting towards the end of the year. I actually sold Eckler and Allen Robinson and Lockett to Renee.
So it's your fault.
Kind of. Yeah. And I tried to punt, but then Zach popped off his silly mouth and I told him I would beat him. He wouldn't bet me, but then I gave him 5-1 odds. So my $100 to his 500, or his $100 to my $500 that I would beat him. So then I had to switch into go mode. Thankfully, I got Cooper Kupp from Renee. I ended up buying Elijah Moore for a next year play, but I ended up doing that before the bet. Fortunately, Fields, I drafted at 107 or 109, something crazy, bro. I think I got him. No, maybe 107, 109. I don't know. And then I got Cortland Sutton. So I got Cortland Sutton and Cooper Kupp from Renee. And then I got pick or something.
Did you end up beating him?
Oh no, it's the whole season.
Oh, it's this season.
But I just beat him this week, and he's 0-2, and I'm 2-0.
Nice.
I beat Roy last week, but I kind of blame that on the hurricane. I think it messed him up. Yeah.
Sticking hurricane.
But yeah, Roy's got, dude, this division's the best division out of the 3. It's usually pretty tough. Actually, Zach's team typically sucks. But the other teams, dude, he took Travis Etienne. He drafted Travis Etienne over Zach Wilson.
I'm shocked, actually.
Dude, no kidding, because he took 2 quarterbacks in every other league.
And this is the league that you need the quarterbacks
No
in.
kidding. I was on the phone with him, talking on the phone with him when I said, you're up, or you're almost on the clock or something. And I said, I was implying that it was going to be Zach Wilson, because I just figured that's what he was doing. And he came out right before I opened my mouth, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm going to take ETN because I don't believe in Zach Wilson." And I was like, "Oh, so I just shut my mouth because I was the pick right after him. Yeah,
And worked out well for you.
I have a decent team for like next year.
Yeah, I like your. I mean, I like your team too. It's just you have this in your division, both these teams, which you beat Roy, but
I did. But my team, I wasn't. My teams shouldn't win this year. In fact, I was hoping it wouldn't, obviously. But Deshaun Watson, play for next year. Elijah Moore, play for next year. Wilson, Zach Wilson, Justin Fields, next year. One other. Oh, and then a couple others. But I love T.J. Hawkinson. Can't see my taxi. Oh, taxi. I think I have a running back. Oh, Javonte Williams, Henry Ruggs, Kadarius Toney. So hopefully next year I can compete.
I like it. You have a very young team. I mean, you have all your picks?
Yeah, I have a first and a second. I have my first. I have someone else's second, and then I have probably a third. Who's your stinker?
It was in this top section. I hate to do this because I just don't like this team, but Baltimore.
Yeah, and
Tony.
It really hurts. Love Tony too, but lost Michael.
You just can't be in a top team with one quarterback, 1.5 quarterbacks. I mean, Tua. I don't trust Tua for fantasy's sake. I love Tua. I want him to do great, but and then Gibson's been bad, and he has no other running back. I mean, he has Tyson Williams, but we don't know how that's going to go. I love Keenan Allen.
Yeah, me too.
And then
but he's got OBJ, Michael Thomas, who isn't doing anything. He bought Chris Godwin off me. I sold him for pretty cheap. I sold him for the 111 in a cap move. But Godwin's solid, but Keenan Godwin.
Whoa.
I know that happened to me earlier too. Yeah, it looked promising. How's his taxi? Trey Lance, that's right.
He has Jalen Waddle. So he has potential.
Brown.
I don't know. It's something about the quarterback
had
situation.
To be a stinker. I know. I texted him the other day saying, "What happened with your team?" You know, because he was ready to go this year. He punted the first 2 years, and this year he deployed his picks, but didn't work out.
And also, you have to think. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to say him. He's second stinker. Number one stinker is the Colts. Jonathan Roberts.
Yeah, poor John, dude. I text him a lot.
This is definitely the one.
Yeah, this was an easy call. Actually, I forgot about John.
I did too. I looked right over him.
Really cool dude. We've traded a few times, but I told him I'll buy Aaron Jones off you and I'll give you some youth and picks. He wouldn't do it. I did just buy someone off of him, or no, I bought it off someone else. Oh, his friend, Casey. Or no, I can't remember. But he wouldn't do it. Oh, I just tried to buy Adam Thielen off him too. He wouldn't do it. I'm not really sure why.
He has no taxi squad except Chuba Herbert. He has Thielen. If I was him, I would trade Thielen. I would trade these
Aaron Jones.
I would even trade Saquon.
$79 though. What do you do?
I mean, somebody trying to win one can take him.
JB's so strapped. I mean, if you look at everyone's salary, Joe's sitting pretty at 277, and that's like amazing. But everyone else, 271. I think there have been some drops, but everyone was super over towards the beginning of the season. But yeah, it's unfortunate. He should sell immediately. Aaron Jones, his Fitzpatrick and Newton, they're toast. He's got to drop Newton for $42.
Yeah, I don't know why he even has them. I guess just in case.
Yeah. Jarvis Landry, how much is his salary?
15. So it's not too bad.
He needs to sell Landry for a second or whatever. Aaron Jones, no one's going to buy Saquon yet.
He can probably get a good still with Thielen.
He could probably, if you have like a Super Bowl contender, not just a playoff push guy, someone might spend a first on Adam Thielen if he's sitting at 52 points. That's outstanding.
That's ridiculous.
That's really, really great. Adam Thielen, he is a grandfather. I don't know. And Sammy Watkins, why not try to sell him for like a 23 second or even a third? I would.
Maybe a second, a third. Doesn't hurt to try.
maybe a second and a third. That's right. One more decent game. I would. I keep trying to help him, but he doesn't. He's trying to communicate more, but he just hasn't been.
All right, and moving on to the NFC. I know you're huge on one of these teams. We've talked about it, but actually, I have not them win the division. I have the Bears win the division. I know you.
No.
I know you love Minnesota.
Oh no, Cole's team. Let's see. So you have who winning the division? The Bears. This
I
better
do.
be good.
He has Tom Brady and Carson Wentz, Jared Goff. So either one of those
He's
two.
got and Tua. I mean,
I'm just thinking.
it's another starting.
I'm
Why do
thinking
you
like
hate Tua.
No, I'm thinking I love
What a
Tua.
jerk.
I am a huge Tua fan. I'm thinking more like who he's going to start. He's not going to start Tua over any of those two.
Let's do this. You have the quarterback room for the Bears is Tom Brady, Jared Goff, Tua, Wentz. Solid. My Vikings, Cole's Vikings has Sam Darnold, Baker Mayfield, Kyler. You'd rather have Bears?
Yeah.
Kyler, Sam Darnold.
No, for this year, maybe. Yeah. I mean, Kyler's
Okay.
my favorite fantasy player in the league right now.
Okay, the Bears. List off his best running backs.
Dalvin Cook. He would only start Tua and Miles Sanders.
Okay, and then Cole has Chase Edmonds, CEH, Miles Gaskins. That's it. So we'll take the Bears running back room.
All right, receivers. He has Kenny Galladay, Justin Jefferson, Deontay Johnson, Terry McLaurin, Deebo Samuel, and Sammy Watkins.
Yeah, that's sexy. Or Devontae Adams, T. Higgins, CeeDee Lamb, DJ Moore, Mike Williams.
I mean, it's a toss up.
That one's pretty tough.
That's gonna be honest with you. They're both gonna be in the playoffs. It doesn't matter.
So full PPR. Then for the tight ends,
definitely the Vikings have the tight end.
Right. That's a tough one. This one's going to be tough. We just said your wild card and your division winner.
Yep. So it can go either way. I chose the Bears just because I don't know. I just really love his team. And Nate talks to me probably more than anyone about trades. At least he was at the beginning of the year. So
Nate's solid. Yeah, Nate's cool. Nate will be gone for months, and you just DM him. He'll DM you back in about 36 seconds. How about their taxis?
Definitely Cole. I like his taxi a lot.
Oh, do you?
That's what I was talking about this year.
Let me just say it for anyone who can't see the screen. Javonte Williams for Cole. Jamar Chase. He's so effing deep at wide receiver.
How did he get on this?
Chase. He's got Jamar Chase and Devonta Smith and Rondell Moore sitting on taxi. I'm going to just let you backpedal. I'm going to let you swap him. I'm going to let you put Cole as the winner and then Nate as the wild card. That's totally cool.
No. I am doing
taxi.
He's not going to, if he doesn't promote any of these guys, it doesn't matter.
Hey, how about Devonta Smith? He's been fun. I know. Yeah, I know he didn't have a great game this week, but
he's a deep ball threat. I love it.
Bro, he's fun and shifty as heck, bro. How about a game update? What do we got?
It's 17-35. It's looking bad. I did see
looking bad.
I did see what's it called? Catch a ball. Your boy.
Oh my god.
Did you win?
Oh my god. 116. Can you see that?
No, not a chance.
Super bright. That was ridiculous. 116.06 to 114.35.
Nice.
Dude, the pot in this one is like $6,000.
$6,000.
It's to some change. It's a revolving pot because the buy-in for everyone was around $600.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird. It's a weird algorithm. And then you have to pay real money for your waiver pickups. And sometimes a waiver pickup can be 40, 50, 60, $80. Sometimes people are spending like 50 something dollars on a DST. But yeah, it's pretty exciting. So it gets to be a frothy pot. Okay, so you have what? NFC North.
I have the South left. Yes.
Gotcha.
This one was kind of hard because I feel like we're all. This is my division as well. I feel like we're all pretty even. Like we always beat up on each other. So I just went by position. I like the Buccaneers. Josh Allen, Jameis Winston, Jimmy G. I like my team. I have Aaron Rodgers and Matt Ryan. Ooh, last week, I don't know if you know this, but I got like 4 points combined from both of them.
Oh,
but,
I do know because I own them also.
But
Brutal.
this week I was killing it. Unfortunately, I had to face Tampa Bay, and this is why I chose him as the team to win this division. He's got
Okay. Tampa.
Derrick Henry, Joe Mixon, Mark Ingram. Tight at receivers, he's got Tyler Lockett, Allen Robinson. And he gets a little, and he has Shepard. So obviously,
Shepard.
Daniel Jones' favorite weapon.
Bro. Yeah, Galladay's pissed.
I shouldn't have left. And then he has Kittle, and he has Everett, who I like Everett as well.
I know you do. And Judy.
And then Judy, and then he has Butt on his thing.
Butt. Straight butt.
And I think if it is a playing game, I think I can squeeze into that second wild card spot with Aaron Rodgers, Matt Ryan, Antonio Gibson, Najee Harris, Damian Harris. Odell Beckham Hurts killed me because I don't have a third receiver. I have Calvin Ridley, Juju, tight end. I have Goddard, Jared Cook.
Yeah, solid.
And then I have Zach Wilson and Mike Carter on my
solid.
active.
Where'd you draft Zach Wilson? Where'd you get him?
108, I think is what it was.
Yeah, bro. So I think that was where I had him. 108, 107.
Oh, it was so much fun. I was talking to it was Cole. Me and Cole talked back
Cole's
and forth
solid.
the
Love
entire
Cole.
draft.
Okay. Did you? Nice.
Yeah, and I was like, Cole, look, what do you want for this pick? He's like, all right, who do you want? I'll tell you if I'm taking that person. And I was like, I want Zach Wilson. He's like, good. I don't want him at all. And I was like, perfect.
Nice. So you didn't trade for it?
I ended up trading him because he had like 8 picks in the first like 12 picks.
He did, bro.
It was nuts.
Dude, he pulled off this epic trade to get CeeDee Lamb.
That was with me.
Oh, was it?
It was.
Bro, that was one of the sexiest trades I've ever seen, ever. And I've been in too many leagues. That was insane. But like I told Renee on the show, bro, that's what it costs. If you want CeeDee Lamb, you're going to need to overpay, period. And that good.
That's how I got Najee Harris, was because of that trade.
Is that right? Okay, so you got Najee Harris. And then, so in the draft, you got Najee Harris and then Zach Wilson. Okay. But you got Kadarius Toney. I think he could be something. Let's give him a chance.
I had to start him this past week, and it killed me because I should have started gutting. I still would have probably lost, but just because freaking Derrick Henry and Tyler Lockett.
Who are your quarterbacks?
Rodgers and Ryan.
What about trying to flip like Antonio Gibson for like a lesser running back plus a wide receiver?
I mean, I tried to trade in this league. It's only like 3 people.
What kind of room do you have? What's your salary?
$294.
Yeah, damn. Yeah, I was gonna say, what about like Joe Mixon plus coming off a bad game or something like that? Gibson still has so much value. I just don't think you could do anything. Or what about Calvin Ridley? Nah, he's not having good enough games right now.
He's my boy too. It's hard for me to trade. I know I shouldn't do it.
I know, you silly. So you had to try. Yeah, you have to start 3. Yeah, you're gonna need to do something.
Yeah.
Like now,
Beckham being out's really killing me.
Who is Beckham? I know.
Yeah. So
I know that's rough. Well, dude, that was fun, dude. Did you have a stinker? Did you already say?
I still got this whole division.
Oh, good.
I done lost my train of thought. Who did I have winning this? All right, I'm pretty sure I had Los Angeles winning this. Or did I have Arizona? I should have wrote this down. I usually do, but I didn't this time. All right, no, I think I had Arizona win this. I'm just gonna go through these 2 teams and look at their quarterbacks and everything. So it's definitely not going to be San Francisco or Seattle because their quarterbacks
really bad.
Yeah,
Jacoby Brissett, Tyler Heineke. Watson comes back. He'll be better next year.
Yeah. So for this year, he scares me. James Robinson sucks this year. I don't know what's going on. What's your thoughts on James Robinson?
God, dude, I love James Robinson. I really don't like Urban Meyer, like as a human being. I don't know what he's doing, why he messed with Lawrence preseason and off season. I don't know his I hope he takes whatever coaching job is out there right now. Who's after him? USC?
Yeah.
Someone was after him.
USC.
Lord, take him. Lord, take him home. USC or home. That's where I want the Lord to take. But I like James Robinson. Shouldn't have messed with him. Shouldn't have drafted ETN. Really like Robinson. They're not using him well.
All right. So saying all that, coming to my senses, I think Seattle wins this division.
Oh, really?
I do, because I look at these teams and
So you like Heineke that
I don't
much?
think any of these teams are going to win the championship. But Heineke's serviceable. He's
He
doing
looked good, bro.
I trust
Some analysts
Tannehill.
didn't like him, but I like him.
Brissett's probably going to start a couple games, so he's there. But
Mhm.
this is where I choose him over everyone. He has better receivers and better running backs overall. I mean, I like the Mike Davis, Ezekiel Elliott, Josh Jacobs, but Jacobs is hurt,
Mhm.
and his receivers are Mike Evans, and that's it, and Amari Cooper.
Yeah, not great. I do like Noah Fant. It hurt. Oh God, Los Angeles lost Akers and ETN. Oh, rough, bro.
Bless him. He should probably promote Jalen Reagor. Personal opinion. Running backs, Seattle has James Robinson, Devin Singletary, Jonathan Taylor, Elijah Mitchell, Darrell Henderson.
Yeah, solid. Tyson Williams.
He should probably. I mean, if I was him, I would probably trade one of them with Tyler Heineke to get a better quarterback. But
yeah, but he's only going to get like a Jared Goff or something, which this year might be all right.
And then his receivers are Brendan Cooks, KJ Hamler, Deontay Harris, Laviska Shenault, Adam Thielen, Robert Woods. But this is the kicker right here.
Yeah, damn.
Rob Gronkowski and Darren Waller.
Bro, plug those guys in. But who would you start? So who would you start those guys over? I mean, so you're going to start what? Darrell Henderson is out, maybe. He might be hurt. Elijah Mitchell, James Robinson, so he's not. So Jonathan Taylor and Elijah Mitchell or something. And then, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I don't know if so. You'd only have to.
You only have to start one running back.
You start 9 though, huh?
You start 8, and you only have to start one running back.
No, I think you start 9 in JV.
I'm looking right at it. Selected total of 8 players. Oh, you know what? I do apologize. I'm wrong again. I'm looking at GA.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh yeah, he could start 2 quarterbacks, 2 running back, 3 wide receiver, and then Rob Gronkowski, Gronk and Waller. Yeah, that's solid. Yeah, I don't hate it. I don't love it.
Yeah, that's why.
Because I don't like Heineke and Tannehill. I wouldn't feel super great. Because look, after 2 weeks, they're at 51 and 47. You want your quarterback in NDL to be scoring at least in the 30s every week.
Mm-hmm.
At least. Else you're just not going to win. Look at Kirk Cousins sitting at 76 points. Now, he's been doing well, but he's been doing a lot better than Justin Herbert. Did Justin Herbert have a sucky game this week?
He did. Both those teams just sucked this game. I don't know what happened.
But my God, what happened to Dak Prescott?
I don't know. It pissed me off.
He gave me like 6 points in NDL. I'm pretty sure it was NDL leagues. I couldn't believe it. Hey, so how'd you do in your game?
Aaron Rodgers got me 42, so not too bad.
Not 60,
I still lost by 19.
What about your other one?
I didn't look at it yet. I needed 40 from
Brutal.
Which probably didn't happen.
Swift.
Oh no! I needed 40 from Adams. He got me 20. So
yeah,
it is.
Yeah,
what it
Adams. It's still a good game, but not really an Adams type game, bro. And last week was sucky, but yeah, that game was a blowout. Yeah, I won by less than 2 points. Thank you, Jesus. Tunyon, 15.76 points in PPR, slight tight end premium. Adams got me 20. Lord, you are good. Yeah, Elliott did well, and Pollard. I guess that's what happens. If 2 of their running backs do well, the quarterback's just not gonna. Also, hey, Ridley had a good game, huh?
He did.
Let me ask you one thing, and then we're going to get out of here. Would you trade in full PPR You ready for it?
I'm ready.
Ridley and CEH for DJ Moore and Chase Edmonds if you were hurting at running back. So I have Ridley, who I love, obviously, and I have CEH, who makes me want to kill myself most of the day, every day. For Edmonds, who's been pretty good, bro.
Looks
And
good.
DJ Moore has been solid also. So how about this? Who do you believe in more rest of season? Do you think there's a big enough disparity between DJ Moore and Ridley rest of season with Matt Ryan and Darnold?
It's hard because I don't know what's going on with Atlanta's offense. I would normally, if this was last year, I would say there's zero chance in the world I'd trade Ridley for anything, basically, unless it was like DeAndre Hopkins and whoever your running back is, and Edmonds. I would do that probably, but right now I would say that's a pretty even trade because DJ Moore is looking good. Do you trust Sam Darnold enough for a whole season?
I think I do.
I think I do too.
I really like Sam Darnold, and I liked him in the offseason. I tried to get Darnold everywhere because he wasn't expensive, and I only play in Superflex leagues pretty much. And why shouldn't he be good? He was great. He was not good in college. He was great in college. He was everything growing up. My whole point is I started last minute Kenyon Drake over CEH, who I took in the 3rd round of this redraft. I started Drake, and he got 10 point something points while CEH got 2 something. And I was right. I was hoping I was wrong. I should not have been right there. Hey, bro, you got to go to bed.
Let me give you one. My advice to you: I would try to get more for Ridley. I know it's hard. Take advantage of someone. You know, the people that listen to the show.
We kind of
Try to trade Jonathan Roberts.
This is the Colts. NDL. This is so don't have to deal with salaries, fortunately.
Okay.
But I wanted someone to talk me off the CEH ledge. Do you think he's got a chance to bounce back from this? Because watching him run into the wall that is his own line and just fall down has been very discouraging.
All right,
I'm disgusted.
This is what's going to happen. You're going to trade him.
Oh, of course.
And he's going to go crazy.
I can't wait. Because
So
I have him in another home league. Well, I took in the second. It's a 6-man keeper. Kill me. All right, brother. Hey, man, that was very fun. Next week, you're on vacation. I'm going to have my pickle here. We're going to have Adrian and the other Jason. We're going to all grab a league. I got NFL. You have 32. Jason's got JB. Maybe. And then Adrian has the other one. And we're going to kind of go into it, and we'll just have some fun, talk amongst ourselves and have a good time in the NDL, brother. Hey, have a great night at work. I hope you're safe. I hope it's amazing. Hope you get some yummy snacks. Hey, you got any gummy worms, bro? I want some of those gummy worms you and Jason were talking about.
Oh, man, I always had some gummy worms. Always.
Damn, dude. I saw them at the store. I ran away.
You didn't grab any?
Oh, bro, I can't. Dude, a moment on the lips, forever on the hips, bro. That's how I'm living.
I love my hips. Let them go.
Yeah. Have a good night, brother. That was fun, man.
Appreciate it.
Thanks a lot, dude.